Okay, I'll start in screen share my class dojo.
Okay.
Okay, can you see my class dojo?
Yes.
Okay, so when we got this assignment, I started an account on Monday. And what I found out is that there are 22 teachers at my school using that. Do you see my school here?
Yep.
Yes.
USI. And there's already 22 teachers using it. So actually, one of my son's teachers used it when he was in 6th grade. So we would get updates all the time on our email of pictures of things the kids were doing in school and stuff. So I know from a parent's point of view, it's really cool. And then I would also know when my son lost points.
Mm-hmm.
So am I still there?
Yep.
We're still good? Okay, so these are all my kids' names in the class. And so I started assigning points this week for things like, well, there are some things out here already. Helping others on task and participating, persistence. So they would get a point at the end of class for all of those things. And deductions when they didn't hand in their homework, because that was the main problem in my class. Mm-hmm. Off tasks, so like daydreaming. And then my pet peeve is talking when someone's talking when I'm talking. So don't do that. I'm just kidding. And what I loved about this is that I could add more skills or delete the ones that are here. I obviously added this one, talking, and you can assign it the point value you wanted. I thought this is very all-inclusive for elementary, because what do you think the junior high and middle school and high schoolers are going to think when they see all these little monsters?
Yeah.
Right? So
it's kind of,
then, yeah. I mean, I guess I don't need to tell you all this, but this is what I was talking about. You guys all both looked at this too, but as a parent, this is the thing that would come to us. He'd post a picture here in the class, what's happening in the classroom, and we'd get it on the email, and all the parents would comment. So it was like our own little mini Facebook account, and we'd see our kids and the projects they're doing and stuff like that. So I thought it was very cool, and I've been using it, and I think I will continue to use it in my class, in my intensive English classroom. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing.
Okay. Sure.
Somebody else have their dojo up?
I can.
Yutan, go ahead. I don't know why
Yeah,
I cannot get to my Betsy. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, I didn't use Dojo for my classroom because I just have observation from a music class that our specialist teacher used this. But actually, we have another similar one. We use Seesaw in every class. So not every class use this Dojo. And I just say some ideas in the observation. Yeah, in the music class, my kids just K2, so they are nearly 5 years old. At the first time, they are very interested in the adding point, that part. They love to do the things to get the points, but finally the teacher found that they just want to get the points. They're not very focused on the class. They just want to do whatever they can do to get at the point. So they found, it's also a distraction for the class. So yeah. And the second one is very the teacher, someday there's one parent came to her class and then like very seriously talk to her, like, why didn't you give my kids the point in the class?
Yeah.
And she,
I know the Chinese parents. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, why she found it, wow, why these parents think so seriously like that. So she think maybe this part is not so good for the younger kids.
Mhm.
So this is my
You
observation
know,
about.
well, and there's an option on there to only share the good points or not, or only share messages and pictures. So you don't have to share the points at all with the parents. That was, I thought, pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sarah, because I have the same problem while this thing is loading. I had the same problem. You know, I'm working in China. So, you know, the Chinese parents, how picky they are about everything. I tried to use this. There are some options, of course, to, you know, give minimum information to parents. But the thing was, even using those, I had a couple of parents, you know, telling me that, hey, David, I want this, I want that. Like, I received some orders from the parents just because that platform you know, has given them this opportunity to sneak a peek in the classroom that actually caused a lot of problems. That's why I stopped doing it. I stopped using it. But
Yeah.
to be honest with you,
Wow.
the software is amazing because it works both on my phone and on the desktop, and like on the go. Let's say we go swimming. Let's say we go PE lesson. It works seamlessly, and obviously this is top of the line for classroom management and also classroom progress in terms of, you know, the students' achievement. So I would say it's amazing, but in Chinese context, I would say it's kind of challenging to keep everyone happy, you know.
Yeah, maybe it's at that level because you Tong and David, you're both in kindergarten, and those parents maybe are still hovering.
Yeah,
Whereas, I don't know, because
that's true. That's true.
yeah, it seems to really work well in the upper elementary. The only thing is, I just thought the cartoonishness would not work for anything past grade 6. So, but yeah, like you said, that it's portable. This 6th grade teacher walks around with his iPad, docking points from people and giving points to people. And he's always walking around with his iPad, dinging them with their dojo points. He calls it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ding him. He always says. So you're okay. So your Prezi of the dojo thing is not.
Yeah, it's on now. Now I'm trying to share it with you guys. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see it.
Let me see. Can I share when I am recording? Because I have less options here. How did you?
It does say that it says recording right now.
Yeah, it says recording for all of us, right?
Yeah.
So share screen. Let's see. Okay. Can you see this one? I shared my screen. I'm not sure if you guys can see.
Ooh, awesome. Cool.
No, it's just what I did for Class Dojo, based on the information I found on the website. So I can actually go to these, right? Like, let me see.
Yeah. Yeah, we should see the screen working.
I want to see.
This is way better than Adobe.
Yeah, this is really cool. I'm trying to see how I can get back to my browser to work this out. Hold on. You still can see it, right?
Yeah, we can see your browser too. We can.
Okay, perfect. So let's go
we can see all those websites you have open.
Oh, nice, cool.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Cool.
They all seem pretty innocent. Stop and go.
So this should go off the record, by the way.
Hopefully you can splice that.
Yeah, we try. Okay, so this is basically the information you already know, but I'm just try to give some graphic to it. So the Class Dojo, like based on what they've like mentioned their website, it's like based on community-based learning actually, because you see the students, they're interacting with the software, of course. And as you can see here, create a positive, wow, this is laggy. Create a positive culture. The best part of it is, like you mentioned, You can use it on different devices as well, and it's on the go. This is really cool because, you know, everybody has an iPad, everybody has a phone. Maybe the phone is only for teachers, but this is going to create a better understanding of how you can use the technology actually in the classroom. And this thing is keep zooming, and I don't know how I can control this. Let's go to this one. Share the moments. This was probably the best part of it because especially for kindergarten, like in our school, they are super eager to know what's going on. Every time I share something on WeChat Moment, because we're living in China, for those who are not living. So WeChat is a big thing here. And, you know, when I share something, they are super excited to even share what I've shared, my moment with these friends and family. Just they want to show what's going on in the classroom. And ClassDojo provides this platform, obviously, really easy. So let's see if I can go to the last part. This is basically a presentation of what ClassDojo is. The last part was give the student a voice, which was, I think, very cool, because this way you can get students also, you know, involved in what's going on in the classroom. And yeah, that's amazing what how effective use of technology can, you know, bring to the classroom, make it better, of course.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think that is, maybe I should put mine in the first when we're trying to.
Sure.
Yeah, because that was more of a presentation. You guys had more insight. Okay.
Either one.
Let's go.
I think we can just end the video. Okay. Do you want to keep going, David, and show us?
Yeah.
So
I can keep
one. I don't think.
I can. Keep
I don't think we. Okay. I think we'll only have time to each show one, because, right? That's all.
I'm gonna make it super quick because mine is actually pretty basic. So here, let me just share the screen again. Go to this. All right. How to get rid of this? Okay, cool. So the first one, as you can see, best sand timer. It's actually. Can you see the screen right now?
Yeah.
So
cool.
yeah, I just found this. I've never used this one before. Actually, today in my class, just because I knew I'm gonna have this presentation with you guys, I just used it. This is, I'm not saying it's something really outlandish, and well, it's kind of, you know, gimmick, I would say, because it just adds a little bit of graphic to the timer, and the sound that goes off at the end. It's, again, basic. You can find it in other softwares, even your alarm on your phone. So it's not a deal breaker. But the other one, if I can find it, I don't know how to go to the next one. This thing keeps blocking my bars on top. How I can move this? Please move. Oh no. Okay.
Stop and go. Oh, okay.
This thing is blocking my. Okay, let me minimize this. Okay, cool. Now it works. Stop and go. So this one I found in you know, Teachers Pay Teachers. This was a cool prop. I actually have this similar concept in my classroom. I have two bells in my classroom. That one is, the sound is for like exactly to go and you can keep going, and the other one is like, you guys are too loud, so you need to keep it down. So it's basically the same idea, stop and go, but this is like using the signs. And I think it looks good because it also works with the colors. You have green and red, and it kind of, you know, interact with the meaning of these commands. So I think it is good, but I would say it's just good for kindergarten, maybe not even elementary school. It's just too basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Were those they're printables, or it wasn't a digital?
Yeah, there are printables, and it's $1.5 US.
1.5. Okay.
I can send you the link, but obviously
No, thank you.
just down
I'm
the-
good. I
make
can,
your own, actually.
thanks for that. I can make a stop sign. But yeah, that's cool. That would be actually cool if you could put that up on your screen. A digital stop sign and a digital go sign.
Yeah,
Because since we're talking about technology.
you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
So I looked at, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I looked at TeacherKit, and this is a lot like ClassDojo. And then if I were going to use it for middle school or high school, it's a little less childish. You can actually upload the student's photo. And this is the the full grade report. And you can see that it gives you all sorts of options for graphs for attendance. Obviously, you had 13 good behavior points today, my 8 bad ones. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I do want to do the here's what I didn't like about it. They had a seating chart. I mean, it was just really kind of overkill. Everything, there's a lot in there, but you could only access certain things on a Windows system. It was really tailored to iPads and iPhones.
Yeah.
Totally catered to Apple products. The major features like importing and exporting data and the customizing behavior issues, you could only do via iPad or iPhone. So I just thought it was very limited as far as screen sharing has stopped. Sorry, okay, I didn't mean to do that. So let me show you the too noisy. This I tried and I did not tell anyone.
Ooh.
And I put it up on the smart screen in the lunchroom. Do you see it now? Too noisy?
Yeah.
Too noisy?
Yeah.
Okay. And now we have 2 lunch groups. The lower elementary is kindergarten, first, second, and third grade. And they saw that and went nuts. And they were clapping their hands, trying to get it to go to red and screaming. And the teachers turned and looked at me and they said, "Thank you. That made lunch worse." So, but for the upper elementary, it was like heaven. They looked at, I mean, a few kids were very immature and tried to make it spike to the red. But for the most part, I walked all the way down the hall.
Cool.
And I could not hear the lunchroom from as loud from the other end of the hall, which normally it's just this massive din and, now this is one cool thing, you can set the sensitivity. So when I downloaded it was at super sensitive and my air conditioner blowing on my computer was sending it into the red. So I decreased the sensitivity and it worked beautifully. Mm-hmm. It would take some, like I said, I did it without telling anyone. So it took the kids by surprise and they went nuts in the lower elementary. But I think if you spoke to them and gave them motivation, let's keep that in the green, or we're going to have heads down or whatever, or you're going to lose some of your recess time or whatever you'd like to do. You can use it in your classroom. And of course, it's going to be much more manageable once they get used to seeing it all the time.
That's cool.
So I really liked it, and it was free.
Yeah, that's the best part of it.
Right? Right. So go ahead, Yutong.
Okay, I'm trying to. Which one? This one.
I think I cannot see myself up there.
Yeah,
so
we can't see you either.
I don't
Did
know.
you
I
down
can
in the
see you
bottom?
too.
Stop video.
Oh, guys, it says your free meeting will end in 10 minutes. Let's keep rolling because we need to pay $14.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
good.
Can you
Okay.
see
Oh,
this?
cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
this
Stay
is a
with me.
screenshot.
Okay, go.
Yeah, this. Okay. This the smart seat. So
Smart seat. Huh?
yeah, the smart seat app. So this is the screenshot for the app. I didn't download yet. Actually, I just searched some information about it, and you can just like you can have a list of your student's name, like in Excel or any other form is okay, and then you just copy and stick here, and then they will just make the whole class seat this side, just like a form first, and then you can see can you see the screen now, this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just stick in the form, and then it will make the screen like everyone have a seat and has their name, and then you can also give them the picture. So
Wow.
I think you can also do the attendance easily with this one. So, but I didn't find other aspects is good for, because when I do the information searching, I found this two app is not so suitable for kindergarten, maybe for the older kids. And the other one is similar. It's the name the class smart class instant classroom. This one. And then there's three main function. The first one is also the seating chart maker, just like the smart seat, I think. Yes, and you can, but this is a special one because it can work with a very big class, like the student number can up to 100. So I think maybe it's good for university, college. Yeah, and then you can do the class group maker, just divided the students into different groups. So I think it's for older kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it'll
7
randomly
minutes.
make groups. And then, okay, I saw on the other one, the smart seat, that it would to do the random calling on students. That was handy. But this one, like if you have, I always make teams in my room, and this one will randomly generate like a name for them. Is that what that random name generator is?
I think
Random
so.
name generator. You can call on your students in different order every time.
That's actually really good. That's really good because I always have that problem. I usually use a bottle or something. It's just doing like spin the bottle to be unbiased.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So.
And all this is just for iOS system, just for iPad and iPhone, and no Android.
See,
yeah,
that's the problem with some of these. I would say that is one of the greatest downfalls of these apps, if they cater mainly to one operating system or another.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely. So one of the things that I really enjoy in the classroom is actually the video projector, because it is a great platform that we use in the classroom. It is not an app or something like that. Obviously, it's just a great opportunity for the kids to go and touch the screen. It's interactive, and I found it really interesting because you can do multiple, stuff on that, drag and drop, showing photos. It's basically a computer that kids can go and like touch different kind of softwares. In my case, I use Ginkey English software. Probably you heard of it. And that is designed for video projectors. So they can just go there and play some online games that is on that. And I think it's really cool. So over to you guys.
Of the apps that we each talked about, what do you think, besides Class Dojo, are there any other ones you would use in the classroom?
I'm
Okay,
using Seesaw. The Seesaw just like a digital portfolio. We can do some records for the kids, and the kids also can make their own record, like drawing and video and also voice, any kind of that. And the parents can also watch their kids' artwork and also give comments.
Seesaw is a learning journal that empowers students to showcase what they're learning at school. Students each get their own journal and can easily add items just by taking a picture. You can also add video, drawings, or anything from the camera roll. Seesaw's camera detects if it's being held steady before taking a picture, and 2 taps is all it takes to add a voice explanation, drawing, or text. Next, students pick their name from the class list and add the item to their journal. It's that easy. Students as young as 5 are using Seesaw with minimal teacher supervision. Teachers can browse items from the whole class or review a single student's work. Seesaw helps keep everything organized and in one place. Seesaw journals are accessible from anywhere, on iPads, iPhones, and on the web, making them great to refer back to for parent-teacher conferences, assessments, or student self-reflection. When teachers approve new items, parents are automatically notified, giving parents a personalized glimpse into their child's day and a conversation starter for later. Parents can view only their child's journal, and student journals are kept completely private. Setting up your class takes just 30 seconds. Download Seesaw in the App Store and get started.
So is there anything we looked at tonight, you guys, that you think would work well in a classroom? Like the too noisy or...
Too noisy is good. Good for them.
Yeah.
I would say no. I would say for kindergarten it wouldn't work. So yeah, they will get rowdy, and I don't think it will help.
And I think just hearing from you guys, I agree that Class Dojo would not work for kindergarten. I think between 1st and 6th grade, it's great. And
yes, I agree.
I thought Teacher Kit was great. But I think you'd have to pay for the features you need. And I think it's designed that way.
Yeah.
To make money.